once again. 11 more times. 22 more times.
Way more than
64 more times.
Way more than that.
128 more times.
Way more than that.
300 more times? If we make it to 300 and we still doing this, I'll be most pleased. Actually, it'll be the most I've ever stuck to anything in my fucking life. That's for sure.
Well, regardless, I mean, you can't put a number to it, so.
That's why I throw all the numbers on it, man. I'll do it as long as I can run my fucking mouth. Every time, all the time. This technically is, I don't know, our 70th something episode. If you really want to.
Way more than that.
If you want to enumerate, these things.
We're at least at
or 80 something actually.
No, bro. At least
in the lost tapes we did like 24 or something like
we're
that.
We're at least at overall we're at least $110, $115 right now.
We
Maybe
don't have
50
20. And 50 videos. We don't have 50 videos on this channel.
We do, son. Overall, with the shit
are you dead ass right now?
With the shit that was lost, the shit that was deleted,
well, that's what I'm saying. Counting all, it can't be 110. We didn't do 50.
Yeah.
Did we? Am I that high? Is that just how it is? Right now, this is technically 40 officially right here. Yeah. Happy anniversary to us. Niggas who said, I'm talking about your homegrown nuggets who said, y'all still doing your show? Yes. What do you mean, are we still doing our show?
I mean, I get that question all the time, but you know what I'm saying.
But that one, it cut a little more, considering she was a guest on the show.
Yeah, but at the same time, whatever. But yeah. Usually I get that from people who usually don't even really listen, but it is what it is.
I mean, I expect that from them.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's okay.
But the reality is,
I just tell them to go listen to it. That's really all I do.
She hasn't had anything that has lasted this long, so.
Oh, that was the hidden blade right there.
No, it wasn't, bro. That wasn't.
That's straight up. I fuck that. I was straight up. Welcome back. I have to do my host thing now. Welcome back to the Triple P, the Triple Threat. Even though we don't have 3 members, we're still the Triple Threat, baby.
I mean, we have 3 members, but
Well, he's it's hard to get a hold of him. You know what I'm saying? He won't sign the contract. He over here on 10-day deals. He won't even return a nigga calls. The unique talent known as Scrams is hard to get a hold of sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, be like that.
I mean, in a way that's better though. It's like when Sabu, one of the rare times Sabu would come out and rescue RVD and be like, we aren't friends, but I don't want them to fuck you up. So we're still the tag team champions. I need you to be okay.
You know what I'm saying? It works when it works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why,
That said, we need you, Rob. You listening? We need you, bro.
Those few episodes, they mean the most. You know
They're some of our highest rated episodes.
You know what I'm
if
saying?
You want to look at analytics, it's like people watch. Oddly enough, people watch those ones the most, besides Sailor Moon and Regal and the Connor episode. I should just rename it the Connor episode at this point, I guess.
Either way, the Scrams episodes are definitely prime red, and they appreciate that.
Excellent. That said, enough sucking of our own dicks. Welcome back to the Triple P, the Perfect Plex podcast. It's the Lightskin Bandit and the Liquid One chilling with y'all here in East Williamsburg once again.
On a Saturday.
Once again.
Saturday night.
30 times.
Saturday
35.
night, Sunday morning.
Exactly. We're coming fresh off UFC Fight Night, whatever number it is. I don't know what number it is.
I don't think they have numbers.
They don't number it anymore. They used to number it. I don't think they number. I'm sure someone's keeping track, but I don't think they officially number them anymore.
You know what? If it would have been the original card, it probably would have had a number, but it was a well, honestly, it would have been a mixed bag, but it was a Family Dollar bag tonight.
I would say it was better than that, ladies,
No,
gentlemen.
It was quality. Don't
non-binary pals, schmizmars, etc.
Now again, you gotta remember, there's a lot of top-notch name brands at Family Dollar.
That's true.
I'm not knocking.
You could cash out a Family Dollar.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I call it Family Dollar, not saying.
Not to denigrate. To use a $10 word, right?
But it wasn't the Walmart or the Target. It should have been.
Well, let me start off immediately with the first question because I'm full of them. Would you have preferred Kelvin or Sean Strickland to be in that main event. Or it was Sean versus Kelvin, right?
No. It was
no, it was Kelvin versus
Vince
Nasser Dean.
Kelvin,
Yeah.
Then it became Sean.
Yeah. Sean is the replacement. So, Kelvin and Sean. Now that you've seen the fight, what would you have preferred to watch?
It's funny because you're talking about two totally different outcomes. Had it been Kelvin,
I feel like Kelvin would have got his boots smoked.
it would have been, like I said, that's what I'm saying. It's two different outcomes.
I feel like they would have slugged it out, and Imam would have kicked him in his fucking mouth, and that would be.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie.
But,
To me, for me, I feel like it would have been the same fight, but it would have been, just different, with just different characters. So
I mean, also I feel like would have been closer because Kelvin likes to take punishment to give punishment, and Sean fought a very Even though he said it was a pussy fight, I think this is the best fight I've ever seen him in fight.
What I'm saying is
it was beautiful. Like, it was amazing strategically.
It was. I mean,
I kept saying this to the light skin one off air.
No, it was a beautiful, boring fight.
I have never seen. Yeah, it was very GSP-esque. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone freeze out Imamov like that in the fights that I've watched of his. This guy's a killer. Like, he usually comes forward. He's looking to take you apart and then knock you out his crazy power that he has. I've never seen him being aired out like that. Never.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not a super dork. Like, I haven't watched every fight this nigga fought, but I've seen enough to know that he's a killer.
But in the same way,
I thought Sean was gonna be in trouble in this one. I thought he was gonna brawl him and then get killed because Imamov is very precise.
At best, a good back and forth affair.
Yeah, that too. I mean, he kind of was. At the end there, it was. As Sean got tired. That's really what it was. As Sean got tired, that's what it was. And Imamov started attacking the body more, which aired Sean out. Had he done that sooner, it might have been a closer affair to spoil the end of the fight. Might have. He might have clapped him, but props to Sean. But yeah, like, Kel, I guess you would prefer what we saw because at least it was a fight.
It was a 5-rounder, but no, either way, like, in the way that Sean had mostly controlled the fight tonight. Again, I feel like it would have been the same, like, kind of like fight in regards to like pace and tempo had Kelvin fought tonight, but if Kelvin was there, it would have been more Imavov doing what he regularly would do outside fighting, but it would have been a slow fight regardless.
Yeah, until eventual brawl, which is what I was looking forward to. I like Kelvin, man. I feel like I was kind of shitting on him earlier when we were talking about him. I like him, man. I always did. I just think that his style does not lend itself to the division he's in because he can't stand in front of all these killers and just take punch for punch and hopefully hit him with the haymaker. Like
that, and he doesn't he doesn't present anything.
That said, he is much more skilled than he used to be. Like it's not all he does. It's just that's
his strength.
When you're getting beat up, you're gonna go to the well.
Yeah.
So I hope Kelvin's okay. I think he was sick. I think he got sick. I don't know. I forget.
Well, I mean, there was a couple of fights that got canceled.
Like three. There's like three of them.
Jeff Neal was supposed to fight tonight.
I wanted to see that. I really did, because Jeff Neal gets busy.
So again, I mean, it was a lackluster card.
It was okay. The co-mains delivered. Puna Hele fight delivered, even though he got clapped.
Oh yeah, you saw that.
I didn't see that.
But again, I came in during the Dan Ige joint. That was.
Ketlin Vieira fought Rocky Pennington. That was all right. I saw a little bit of it. I didn't see the whole fight, but I saw a little bit of it. I was surprised that Rocky beat Ketlin because Ketlin got them hands. I might have to go back and watch that fight to see how she won. So Rocky's on the streak right now. It's 5 straight. So she's in bantamweight, so that gives her a shot against Amanda. I believe Amanda beat her before, if I'm not mistaken.
Possibly.
On their research. That's gonna be our first shirt watch. On their research. Just on their research. That's all it says.
I mean, boy, it's not right if it ain't loud. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, forgive me for not knowing Raquel Pennington fucking record off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
Oh, whatever. Again, this is.
I still like her though. Like, come on.
There's no there's no debating here. So again, it would be nice to have some like formatted fucking sheets here where we have the stats.
But we do. I got a computer in my pocket. I'm looking at it. Like, it's fine. Like,
but at the same time,
I know who Raquel Pennington is. You know
that's what makes it more interactive. You know what I'm saying?
What common nigga knows who Raquel Pennington is? Not to shit on her, but realistically, like, if you talk about female fighters, like,
and again, in some instances, like that has to be done because some motherfuckers don't know that. They don't know these names. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, she got the list, but her losses are to the top people. So she's lost. I'm looking at her record right now. She's lost to Holly Holm twice. She's lost to Amanda Nunes. I knew that. I remembered that because Amanda
top champions.
Yeah, Amanda smoked them boots at the end of the fights, and like, it was a good fight though. I'll give her that. Raquel is trying for a lot of submissions. That's her deal.
Matter of fact, I don't know if that's the main event, but within these next couple of weeks, it's who is it? It's Lauren Murphy against Jessica, right? Andrade.
Maybe.
No, it is.
Because Lauren won recently, if I recall correctly.
Because I remember seeing that last night when I was looking it up.
Yeah, Lauren.
Yes, Lauren against Jessica.
Yeah, Lauren is on the streak herself, actually. She's good too. I like watching her. But yeah, Raquel gets her 5th win in a row, so that's a title shot to me, like it is to her. I agree with her. But does she have the answers for Amanda? My immediate thought is,
who does, man?
Well, if Cupcake could do it, why not Rocky? They've been fighting just as long, about as long.
Maybe.
Even though Misha is fucking incredible.
Listen.
Not Misha. Old girl, son. Juliana Pena. If Juliana Pena could do it, why not Rocky?
I mean, we'll see.
Rocky is pretty tough, man. Herself, like.
I don't know when Juliana's fighting again.
I don't know. I think she was holding out for that rematch and they fronted on her.
Maybe. I mean, that's the big money fight.
I agree. Oh no, the big funny fight is Valentina versus Amanda again. The run back.
Now Valentina, she has to. Well, I don't know.
She's gonna fight Weili Zhang, which I'll watch that. Hella, but.
Oh no, that last one was banging, bro. Well, first of all, that was the longest UFC event that I know, because that was it was them two, and then that was Colby against Usman, Kamaru Part 2.
Yeah.
And all them fucking fights went all 5 rounds, bro.
They were fires.
No, bro, that event ended at like 1:30 in the morning, son. I was mad than a motherfucker. I'm like, I was trying to do things that night, son. Yep. And again, those fights were all entertaining. That's why I couldn't be too mad, but.
Also, Juliana fucking smoked old girls, and that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy, man.
Again, I mean,
excellent fight. Like, that was incredible.
Dana does. I don't know what it is. Like Dana, he's like the Dana loves controversy and drama, but for some reason he still doesn't know how to master that shit, son.
Well, it's also not just him, but was it Sean Shelby? I believe is the matchmaker. If I'm not mistaken, I forget.
But even beyond that, you could be the matchmaker, but like.
Well, they all do it together. Like, it's obviously, that's just the title he has, but obviously they all do it together by committee. So
that, and unfortunately Dana still has too much influence.
No, he's a crucial part of the organization. Like,
again,
people think he owns it. He doesn't.
He do. But he's the face.
But he's the face of it. Like, so, yeah, I get that. I get it.
That's why SmackGate was.
Excellent transition. So, excellent segue. 50 points to Gryffindor, because that's your house.
Unfortunately.
Exactly. Shout out to the Harry Potter fans in the chat or whatever.
Unfortunately, I do have a lion tattoo.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious that you got that result. By the way, I'm a Slytherin, if you guys care. Which is hilarious that we're on the cast together because we're supposed to be enemies or whatever. But,
opposites attract.
So it would seem. So it would seem. But how do you feel about that?
How do I feel about what?
SmackGate, you just termed it.
Oh yeah, you have to explain what SmackGate is.
Okay, for our friends who have been living under a rock, because they covered this extensively, even the regular media, which is surprising.
Well, that, I mean, it's at this point it's kind of getting old, but
no, it's run its course. You know, the news cycle moves on, but you know, Dana
once
White.
TMZ gets something, you have about like a week.
Yeah, they broke it. You know what I'm saying? They had that. Dana White apologized, whatever. You know, niggas kind of are over it. So it would seem anyway. So if you were under a rock or whatever, on New Year's Eve, where were they, in Mexico?
Yeah,
they were in Mexico.
Cabo.
Yeah, they were in Cabo, Mexico. And apparently, according to the video anyway, that someone caught from inside the club that Dana White and his family were celebrating New Year's Eve at.
Him and his wife. They were arguing.
Yeah, they were arguing, and she smacks him first for whatever disagreement they were having over.
She hit him, and
she hit him, and then he did the how can you slap, which is why everybody did the how can you slap, like immediately, like he looked at her, and then hit her with the two-piece right back.
To his credit, there was like a pause. When
he thought about it, like he was like.
So like he ain't smack her in rhythm like this, like he was used.
Yeah,
to
it wasn't like yo.
No, he smacked her like yo, you hit me. He took the pause and like no, fuck you, I'ma hit you.
Yeah,
fuck
chill, son. You know niggas is drunk, son.
Yeah.
This is New Year's Eve.
They
son.
in Mexico, boy.
They're on
New Year's
vacation.
Eve?
They're on vacation. This and that, you know.
You know how much tequila and coke they did?
No, you heard Dana. I don't do coke. He said very plainly after who was it? Jake Paul said he does coke. I don't do coke.
You can look at his nostrils and tell you that's coke.
That's why he denied that so adamantly. I don't do coke.
You were in Mexico for New Year's Eve, bro.
Does coke interfere with TRT? Do you know? I don't know.
I mean, just being logical, I would say yes. There's no way it couldn't.
Or are you one of those guys that think Dana's actually like buffer now without the TRT?
No, I mean, well, I never thought he was buff anyway.
Well, he's more buff now than he ever was.
I mean, I figured he'd been doing coke this whole time. That's why he went bald. But
He's been bald a long time. That's true, sir.
He hasn't had hair since '98.
It's true.
Matter of fact, he hasn't had hair since the first UFC game on Dreamcast in '99.
Oh, shout out to that. What was that called again? Shit. Was it just UFC?
It's just UFC with young Matt Hughes, Chuck Liddell, and old boy the black blonde nigga.
Hermes Franca.
Was that him?
Yeah.
Light heavyweight?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hermes
yeah.
Franca. And another one did that too. There's a couple of those. There's another one that did that too. But Hermes Franca is the one I'm thinking of.
Right.
It might be someone else too. But yeah, that's a long ass time. So yeah, he hit old girl with the two-piece, like whap. It was crazy.
It was a nice. And again,
You know, the first one was good, like he caught it, and then the second one was just whatever, like you know.
Now look, you have to reference the two-piece. All right, it wasn't the Ray Rice.
Yeah, or the Jorge. When he
Jorge.
caught Leon.
No. Well, I mean, talking in-ring shit. Sorry.
That was an in-ring. Backstage with that shit, bro.
All right, but even still,
They never fought. They should have fought, but they
still,
never fought.
That's still just fighter against fighter.
True. The playing field is even. You know, there.
It wasn't the Ray Rice two-piece where it was the left hook, right?
The
the
power
right.
hands. He knocked her out in the elevators.
And he had the real swift. He had the Tyson like that swift.
From his
swift.
facial expression, because this is why the "How can you slap" meme. And if you don't know about the "How can you slap" meme, just look up "How can you slap?" How can she slap? You will find it.
How can she slap?
He took a moment there, and he was like, "I gotta do this. Like, chill. Like, I'm not gonna get disrespected. Like, I'm not saying it was right." By the way, in the comment section, chat, you know, don't jump down my neck being like, you justify domestic violence. No. Like, no.
Now, in all reality,
I just get why he did it. Like, clearly that is their dynamic. Like a lot of other people said, like you don't slap the woman you've been married to for what, like 20 plus years, 30 years, whatever.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like that. There's a bedrock. There's a foundation for that. Like that's what y'all do. Like
now again, like
that's why I give it to Dana for being like, yo, I shouldn't have did that, blah blah blah. But yo, that's clearly what y'all do. That's y'all dynamic.
And clearly those waters have been tested.
Absolutely. That's why he paused. He was like, is this the time I gotta hit it back again? Because that definitely ain't the first time.
But again, look, if you watch that video from the beginning, you can see that his wife is already.
She was bugging.
Not even bugging, but
bugging.
You can see she had shit on her mind.
She was bugging.
Whatever that was.
And again, I don't want to infer anything like that, but the look on his face was just like, we doing this.
You can see Dana clearly.
We doing this now? Yeah, we doing this now.
Dana had clearly did quite a few shots and a couple of lines. He was in his groove.
He was chilling, son.
Because again, his.
Again, chat. I don't want to absolve him at all.
Should he have hit her? No.
No.
But at the same time, should she have hit him?
No. You in public. Y'all are public figures. Like, you've been public figures for a long time. You mean to tell me you were not prepared for someone to film you getting the 2-piece in the club?
Listen. Like, from what I
You're
understand,
Dana White. You're in the VIP session. Niggas know who you are.
You're on vacation not only with you two, but your kids are on vacation with you. So again, is he like? Yeah, you can put most of the blame on him, but like you're out with him. You hit him. Regardless of what happened, even if he didn't hit her, if she hit him, they get into this big ass argument. There was still going to be tabloid shit. TMZ was going to be all over. Oh my God,
Dana White yelled at his wife in the club, blah blah blah.
It would have been like Dana White is a bitch. He let his wife smack him. All that, just all types of dumb shit, son. Stupid shit, son.
You're right. Just for the story.
So again, like, no. Should he have hit her? No. Should she have hit him? No. Right? Regardless of what was going on. No, fuck that. You don't hit me. We're out. We're trying to have a good time. So
on vacation, like damn. Like.
And again, look, if you're really feeling that way, then don't come out.
I mean, it's New Year's.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? That. It's easier said than done.
No, I understand that, but at the same time, for me, if I know the wave is fucked up with me and my wife, then we either just staying in the hotel. Or fuck it, I'll just go out. If she gets mad, she get mad. But I'm not taking her out. So fuck.
Yeah, if I know if shit is, and hey, speculation time, right? Let's say this just came up. Like you said, the substances are flowing. It's New Year's, whatever. Let's say they just came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You and I have both dealt with Transformers who suddenly get crazy out of nowhere. What you said? Them what you said people like.
Yeah, but they wouldn't. They would never be my wife. Or again, if we're just playing the devil's advocate, if that was my wife, I'm prepared for that. So if I'm in Mexico, we drinking mad tequila. Even if we not both doing whatever, I take a line or two. She don't, whatever. I know this bitch is going to get crazy at some point.
Right.
Or more importantly, I know that we've been going through something prior to that.
Well, for years now, allegedly, because it's funny how stories work, right? I didn't know this, but apparently in the wake of this, all kinds of people come out like they always do about how, like she's always been like this. This is something he has had to deal with. This, and that. His own moms who hates him. And wrote a whole book about how she hates him and how he's a piece of shit, essentially. Even said, that woman is like a demon or whatever, basically. Like, so.
Okay, then. So,
I mean, with that said, like.
I mean, look.
Again, not justified. I will repeat this again and again. Not justified.
By no means, but if you look at that video.
But again, if you on TRT, you working out, you got them lines in you, you couldn't just hold her up and be like, don't do that?
You could.
I feel like that would have come off less crazy than him hitting with the fucking double slap like Pokemon, son.
Yeah. And again, look, if you, like I said, if you look at that video, she looks more like the aggressor than he does.
She is the aggressor, but the fact that, because people said this, like the fact that he took that pause and then clapped her back, he's like, oh, well, why? That means he took a moment to think about it. Blah 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 blah.
Because he was trying to really, like, you know,
process it. Obviously,
he was, again. Whether it doesn't matter what like who it is, like, you know what I'm saying, he was trying to have a good time, she wasn't. Now again, that could be any dynamic, any couple, any reverse of that shit, any you know what I'm saying, and whatever. But if you look at that video, you can see that he was not trying to be on that wave.
That's why he paused, I figured.
He got to that wave because after a while he was like, all right, you know what, fuck you.
That clearly was his choice.
Tired of this shit.
Yeah, fuck this, like.
And again, I don't want to say it like this, but you get what you want. Now, if that's not what she wanted, then you go about that shit a certain way. But I don't know. Again, I don't know their dynamic, but again, if you look at that video with just a very objective eye, you can see one person is pressing another one, and the other one just, I got hit, so now it's like, no, fuck that. I'm tired.
I can't let that pass. I can't let it.
It was more like, you know what? I'm drunk and I'm tired of this shit.
Exactly. That's how it came across to me. Again, to me.
For
we
real.
don't know what happened in that conversation. We don't know what was going on there. It was literally a video filmed across a club.
Yeah. A club in Mexico.
Like, we have no idea what happened there, really. We just saw what we saw.
But at the same time, look, it's always it's always equal, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always balanced. It's always like one thing can happen. If you do this, they can do that. So, watching that little 15, 20, 30 second video of them having that one little bad point in their marriage, you know what I'm saying? You can't build that much of a story based upon that.
Which is hilarious, because they did. This was it. Like, that's why I mentioned that the fact that it crossed over into traditional media is amazing. And I get it. Dana White is a fairly famous guy.
Yeah.
But that surprised me. I'm like, damn, like, really? This was the New Year's story? Really?
Shit was whack. It was whack.
Yeah, it sucked.
It was whack. You know what I'm saying? It was whack for him, and again, it's whack for their family, but...
And moreover, whack for my son's bank account, because they had the slap fight shit about to come out, and because of this, they canceled it. Or delayed it. Like, they're probably going to wait, and then, come out with a few months when niggas have forgotten about this, and it's blown over. And,
yeah, no. They'll delay it, but it's going to be on a different channel.
No, they put too much money into this. They won't not do it.
Now, again, luckily, the Turner family has so many fucking channels and networks to where it won't matter. It won't be on TBS now, but it will be on one of the other Turner.
They'll be fine. Yeah, they'll be fine. It's not, again, unfortunately, because I don't want to diminish what is essentially domestic violence, like, on both ends. Not the worst domestic violence, but still domestic violence in public.
Unfortunately, it was a normal marital dispute.
Issue, it's and again, I never want to really say I feel sorry for Dana White. He's a very rich man. He continues to be the reason why fighters don't make as much money as they should. XYZ. We can talk about that in another episode, because we haven't had an episode yet where we really talk about the money these dudes make and how they get fucked over. We've referenced it, but we've never really talked about it. That's
a 30 for 30 within itself, but
yeah. That said, I still feel a little bit of sympathy for him, because like they blew this up.
No,
so
I do
hard,
too.
Like a little bit.
Like haven't seen the video. Like, and again, I won't ever defend Dana White, but in this instance, like I'm like,
I don't even want to admit to this little bit of sympathy like for him, honestly.
Like, like seeing, I'm like, you know what? Like I feel like no, he wasn't wrong. Like honestly, like again, him in the physical realm, yeah, he was wrong, but I mean, cause he could have, the best of us would have just grabbed Shorty up and just took her somewhere else,
or went somewhere else and been mad somewhere else.
You gonna grab her up.
Yeah.
even that, depending on the way you grab her, whatever. But
yeah, it might have been a thing. But again,
either way, you take her and go somewhere else, and
you figure
or
it
look,
out.
If she hit me, I'm like, all right, we out. We're not here no more.
Yeah, we gotta figure this out.
Or I'm just like, you know what? You going? I'm gonna put your ass in a cab or Uber. You go the fuck to the room. I don't want to be around you.
Yeah, I'm a still party. Though,
yeah, you go the fuck home, bitch, or whatever.
Or vice versa. I'll go home, you party. Fuck
or
it.
I'm gonna leave.
Either or. Try to remove myself from the situation. Like, I've had contentious moments in my relationship, but I've never raised no hand, put no hand on nobody. Never.
No, there's different.
And I've been tight.
There's a lot of options.
I've been tight on substances, you name it.
Too many.
But I definitely just walked the fuck out if I was that mad.
Yeah.
If I was mad enough to throw hands of any kind, I left.
No.
I leave. That's what I
give me a nice shot. I dip off.
I left. You take a walk. You calm down. You come back. You figure it out.
No, you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do.
Just remove yourself from that. Like,
you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like, we on vacation. You do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If you want to go with Dexter, go with Dexter. Same jock. I don't give a fuck. But don't hit me up. Because at this point, we're not married.
Yeah, you wild right now.
Yeah, I don't know. You're not my wife. I don't give a fuck about you at this point. You do what you want to do.
So speaking of two pieces, shout out to Dan Ige, which is how I want to land this because that's my guy. Shout out to Dan 50K Ige for starching son. The crazy left hook. He definitely got that 50K. Yeah. Especially since Sean didn't knock out Nasruddin, so he definitely got finished of the night. Props to him because that was a beautiful punch. Yeah. And I'm always eager to watch him fight. I'm happy to see him ascend because he's very skilled. He keeps getting better every fight. I think he's already a title contender, but they're probably getting 2 or 3 fights more before they really believe in him because he'll be on that streak and then he gets starched, and then he falls back to the bottom of the line. So props to him. I hope that the special people he lost, that were close to him, I hope he gets through that. And I hope he fights again soon because he didn't take that much damage. So maybe we see him again in the spring.
We'll see, but
that was a beautiful ass punch. Let me tell you, son. Oh my God, he killed that man. But so for you guys, just to let you know, we're testing out, as we said the last couple episodes, different formats, different things like that.
You don't have to tell them all that.
I won't go too much into it.
No, we'll just say.
We're just gonna cut it off. We're gonna go for shorter episodes because we feel like those.
You do not have to tell them all that, bro.
You get your more bang for your buck for that. So
just
thanks for coming again. We appreciate you. We'll be back next week, right?
We'll always be here for y'all. And that's what.
Don't promise them shit we can't adhere to. Nah, I'm kidding. We'll always be here for y'all.
We've been here for them.
As long as you keep listening. Even if you don't listen, I don't give a shit. This is for fun. I'll talk to myself. I don't give a fuck. I do it anyway.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming this time. We'll see you in a couple days or so. We just wanted to get something out for the UFC while the Dana story was still hot, and we saw the fight night. It was good. It was okay.
Just to just a little bit more sauce. The 23 sauce.
Just new sauce instead of the leftover sauce we was giving them there. But
y'all clearly getting tired of the lemon pepper, so
we need new flavors.
We're giving y'all that mango habanero
and more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Panache.
More concurrently. That's the word I'm looking for.
Feng shui.
Yeah. We're trying to move things around, move the organs around. That said, I have one more question for you, because we talked about this kind of earlier. What are you looking forward to, fighting wise, in the next month or two? Because this is kind of like UFC season. Football season ends.
It is.
There's no real anything.
The only thing to look forward to is Brother Bones coming back. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
The only thing.
It's gonna be a while, even if that's happening.
UFC is dry right now, son.
Not all the way. There's some fights.
No, it is. It's dry, son. It's very dry because the reality is, the fact that Israel lost kind of set them back. Had he won, you would be all right. But there's
really?
no. Yes.
But think about it this way: had he won, He lapsed the division. Who is next for him?
You still have a superstar that is dominant who has been running this division. Who's running their division right now?
Without him?
No, not his division. I'm just talking any division. Who's a superstar?
Francis, but they don't want to sign him.
Exactly. So you have no superstars in any one of these divisions.
That's why they're desperate to get
dudes
like
dominating.
Cejudo back and guys like that.
So you have no real
That's
big
why they're
name.
desperate to get old boy back.
You have no big name champion who anybody really truly wants to see right now. Kamaru lost. There's no Khabib, and Israel lost. So right now, UFC is dry.
You're right though, son. That's not true. You got the women. You got Amanda and Valentina.
Amanda lost, so she
got the belt back.
The run back with her spice has been.
That's not true.
And you know what it is. The women divisions are.
That's also not true.
No, it's true because again, there's
Wiley Zhang is that heat. Like their champions are good. Well, we talked about this too earlier.
You're talking in
the
regards
divisions
to you
are
being a real MMA fan, but they have no.
The divisions are
stars.
top heavy. That's what I'm saying. The divisions are top heavy. Like so, that's bad.
So once again, UFC is dry right now.
You know, to do a full circle. Again, no disrespect to Raquel Pennington because she is the next title contender.
Which is cool. You can have contenders, but there's no stars.
But is that a money fight to you?
There's no stars.
Exactly. Is that a money fight to you?
No. Not right now.
Unfortunately. And that sucks because that's a good ass fight.
Again, I'm saying today, right now.
That's why I asked you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just asking.
UFC is flaky and dry right now. And they have those times when they are like that. But right now, no. They're like I said, outside of Bones Jones coming back, there's nothing that I would pay to see right now. No.
Yeah, especially since I would have paid for Yuri, but you know, he's fucked up right now. So
maybe Leon against Kamaru Part 2, but outside of that, no.
Honestly, I prefer, even though it's probably not going to happen, Leon versus Jorge to finally settle that storyline.
You can do that too.
But unfortunately, Jorge has lost too much to necessitate him getting a title shot.
Yeah.
So that's not going to happen. And also, Jorge's in trouble for jumping fucking Colby in Miami. So his stock is drastically diminished right now.
Unfortunately, Jorge is AEW more than he is UFC.
He ain't even there. Top team. That ATT angle is done, son. That's not even on TV right now. Not even fine ass Paige Van Zandt on TV right now. So yeah, like it's not happening.
No. So UFC star power is lacking.
I could see what you're talking about a little bit because you're right. I'm a fucking dork. I'm thinking about it from like the talent they have, the level of talent they have. But
yeah, we can talk about fights.
Talent is not always enough. Like
we can talk about fights we want to see, but
that's why I put it in that way. Money fight. To me, the money fight is Francis and John.
Yes.
Does John deserve that fight? No. But that's the money fight. That is the money fight. Unless you're gonna do McGregor Diaz 3, and
that's not a money fight.
You know, well, it is enough to make money, but it's not
because Conor's been gone for too long. So.
Yeah, but people pay for it because he's coming back.
Yeah. Like his name still does ring bells.
Niggas are constantly challenging this nigga because they know it's a check.
Yeah,
they know it. Yeah. RDA, that's why RDA is pushing so hard for his shot because he knows he'll beat the fuck out that man, son. And get wild rich off that. I'm not mad at him for that. Especially since he's on the run right now. But whatever. Like I see your point, you know, and I think you may be right. We'll see how the next couple months go because we still have some bangers. Glover's about to fight.
No, this is another.
Bobby Knuckles about to fight again. You know, there's guys. You know what I'm saying? If they sign Francis, which they would be stupid not to, then we'll be all right. But because then John could beat Zero Gone, which is the rumored fight, him versus Zero Gone for his comeback fight.
Oh no, Francis doesn't come back, then John automatically runs through that division.
Probably.
Yeah,
probably. Well, Stipe could knock him the fuck out. He just has to hit him. But that's the key. That's hard. It's easier said than done. But
2023, and it's weird because UFC, they've had too many of these pivotal years, but 2023 is another pivotal year for the UFC. So.
Yeah, they're at a crossroads a little bit.
It is, and you know what I'm saying, that's the bigger and not the better question, but the better ideology of what are they going to do now?
Develop.
Like, what are they going to do?
That's all they can do.
Who do they develop? Or
Patty. That's what they've been developing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like And to your credit, and what you were talking
Guys
about,
like that, you know, the Great White Hopes and the niggas they find marketable.
Who's the next female that they push? Who's this? Who's that? You know what I'm saying? Like, 23 is the year.
It's kind of hard to say because the best women are foreign, and so their English is not the best. Okay. Which is unfortunate because they're super good.
Like you said, we'll see.
I would say it would be Misha, but you know, I only think Misha has a few more in her before she's retiring it.
No. We need.
And then I guess we'll see Juliana, but like you're right, it's a little thin right now. Like
I need a young tender, son.
Well, that's why they want Molly McCann to be it so bad. And what's old girl?
Molly is good. She is good.
What's old girl name? The wrestler. Her name started with an M too.
This one.
Macy Barber. She's another one that they want to be successful. Like there's guys they want.
This one that was that's getting right in PFL. So.
Oh yeah, Kayla Harrison, who they will probably sign.
She gets right.
Because I don't think she re-signed with PFL. I think they tendered the deal and she refused it. So if Kayla Harrison, that might be another Ronda Rousey moment when she came for Strikeforce and essentially built the women's division. So
either way, I mean, it's you know, we're fantasy booking with MMA, which is nice, but at the same time,
we always do that.
I mean, look, it has to be done because there's a lot of.
It's fun.
It's a lot of flammery.
It's fun. There's stories to be told. I just feel like the UFC is not seizing on the right ones personally, because they want white dudes to be on top.
I mean they're.
And again, I don't want to say that's the only narrative, but it is a major one.
This is a very weird time for sports in general. So,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Especially in this technological era where everything is 24/7. People know what you're doing. People know where you are. People know what you ate. All that shit. Yeah. So it is what it is. But let's land this thing, man. Yeah, tell them where they can find you as usual.
Once again, that will be the Bandit _ Light 7 on the gram. I was like halfway trying to make a Twitter account the other night, but for some reason I didn't. But,
do it, cause then we could double promos.
I mean, I'm working on it.
All right, so soon. Look, you heard it, guys. You heard the man. He said he's gonna make a Twitter account, possibly. So soon you'll be seeing us both on there. You can both send us titties if you want.
The year of the 23 is the year of the GOAT, so we all have to
it's the wolf now. We had the snake season. It's wolf time. Your time is coming.
No.
Your time is coming. Do you want to be a goat now? Well, we're in the season of the goat now.
We're in the season of the snake.
Still?
Yeah.
I thought I just had the fall, and now it's your time. Your time is coming, son. We're in winter now, son. Even though the weather doesn't say that, but we're in winter.
No. The season of the wolf starts like late February, March.
Cool. So I should get my reps in before it's your time.
Oh yeah.
I guess.
Well, we're in the not the season of the snake, but definitely the realm of the viper.
Bet I'll take that.
Or the cobra, whatever.
Vipers are very deadly, you know.
Actually, no, that's the cobra on some real.
Cobra is cliche. I'll take a viper. Son. I'll be a viper.
But Cobra was the ill-ass movie, though.
I guess. Also a great video game. But that said, you can find me, speaking of Twitter, on Twitter at Shining Brizard. I don't be on there so much these days, honestly, except to promote or if you message me.
And to look at porno.
Oh, yeah, but that's my sock puppet account. I don't do that on there.
I mean, that's 60.
No. You got the business account, and then you got the sock puppet account for the pornography.
I'm just saying that, but Twitter is 70% porno now anyway. So.
Still, I fairly curate my main feed, so I don't see as much porno on it. So, like, you got to keep things separate.
Well, I mean, again, you know, depending on how you work your filters.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what the other account is for.
That's yes.
Exactly. The porno, the titties. So feel free at Shining Brizard to send me some titties if you want. Cat memes, whatever. Just no hate. I don't want to argue with you. I don't have time for it. My life is hard enough. I'll argue with you in the comment section if you want me to do that.
And any ill comic anime type shit.
Yeah, you know, cool shit, pleasant shit that'll make my life better. Considering we're still living in the apocalypse.
The positive nerd shit, not the whack nerd shit.
Exactly. I'll fight with y'all on the channel, not over there. You know what I'm saying? That even though Twitter is a cesspool, you know, I want to keep things light over there. You know, cute cats, titties, positive energy.
And a few recipes.
Oh yeah, well definitely those. But send me those if you want. Not your coquito ones though, because my coquito is better than yours. Dead ass. Try me if you want. Go ahead, you will lose. That said, we'll see you in a couple days, my niggas.
You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year's.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year. I forgot. Happy New Year, my niggas.